Hello everybody and welcome inside of Wat Phnom in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We just arrived here. Very first time in Cambodia and we're very excited to be here. Brand new country once again. It's a country with a very dark history, but it's a country with very beautiful history as well. Resilient people, dark past, and that's probably the entire reason why we came here to check Cambodia out. So over the next sort of 30 days we're going to be exploring Cambodia and bring you guys along with us as well. You excited to be here?
Super excited. How beautiful is this place as well, Wat Phnom?
Unbelievable. So this is actually where Phnom Penh city, itself was actually started, or you could say founded. And this massive hilltop stupa here is gorgeous, and we're quite literally in the center of Phnom Penh city. There's beautiful music going on inside the temple itself. Hopefully we'll be able to show you guys that. But yeah, it's $1 to get yourself inside here if you are one of us, a foreigner. If you're a local, obviously totally for free if you're a Cambodian local, but $1 is a very small price to pay for such a beautiful temple.
Wat Phnom apparently as well is the highest religious structure in Phnom Penh itself. So this pagoda that you can see here just behind me seems to be the highest religious structure, and it's really beautiful. It's kind of like a little oasis in the middle of the city. When you look out, you can start seeing some skyscrapers, some sort of construction that is going on out there as well. And this here just kind of seems like the green spot to come to. It's really nice and peaceful here.
It's gorgeous, yeah. It's like we have literally just arrived here in Phnom Penh a few hours ago, and it seems to be a pretty developed city, or seems to be on the upward trajectory in terms of like building sites and construction. But to have this here slap bang in the center, absolutely beautiful. Let's go and explore Phnom Penh. Let's go and explore Cambodia for the very first time. Start of a new series. This is why we travel. It's to learn all about new countries, to meet some interesting people, and to sort of correct a lot of the misconceptions, I guess, that we've learned coming from the West. So let's go and explore Phnom Penh today. Very beautiful place, that's for sure. And like we said already, it's stunningly green, especially down here towards the main entrance. So this is kind of where we entered in. Big beautiful statues all over the grounds as well. It's truly a spectacular place. One of the more beautiful and ornate looking temples that we've seen so far in Southeast Asia, that's for sure. Have a look at these big beautiful nagas as well on the stairs.
It seems to be that the nagas are like very popular around the temples here in Cambodia, and also on the bridges. We took a tuk-tuk on the way here, and you could see them like on the bridges everywhere, and the naga is sort of the one mystical creature that keeps accompanying our Asia series, I feel like. So I'm always super happy to see the naga.
It's very true. These ones in particular are huge, multiple heads. And again, down here at the bottom you have some smaller but still equally as beautiful stupas that are sort of surrounding the outside of the temple itself. Beautiful place to start off today's adventure. Now let's dive a little bit deeper into the city center of Phnom Penh and get a feel for what this city is all about. Well, just right here in front of us, the Tonle Sap River, and over here in the distance, believe it or not, is where the Tonle Sap meets the mighty Mekong. probably a river that we have wanted to see now ever since we first started traveling, believe it or not. And I think this is actually the first time that we're going to actually get to see it. If we head over this way and find a way to cross, or maybe if we can cross over there, the Mekong is quite literally just on the other side of these buildings over here. And have a look, there's tons and tons of boats down here, so I'm sure at some stage we might be able to take a boat trip.
Yeah, we found this little place just on the way from Wat Phnom towards the Royal Palace, and it also looks like, as Luke just said, all of the boats are sort of docking here, and they have phone numbers sort of attached to the side of it. Now, I read online that you can do a Mekong river cruise, and they kind of do like dinner parties and like little parties while cruising over the Mekong. And I kind of feel like it reads really interestingly, so maybe we're gonna have a look at that a little bit more in depth, because it seems very interesting, especially if you're like really interested in the Mekong River, which both Luke and I 100% are.
I'll get an iced milk coffee.
Iced milk
coffee, yeah.
Iced milk coffee?
Yeah, it doesn't get any more roadside than this. So you've got like 3 lanes of traffic right here. And we're very close to where the water is, and it's a roadside coffee place where we're going to grab some iced coffee.
I find it very interesting that a lot of the prices here seem to be just in US dollar.
Yeah,
and not in Cambodian riel, so not in the local currency, and you always have to like calculate in your head. So I believe $1 is like around 4,100 real, but like just calculate with 4,000 and you'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, I'll show you guys if I can the actual currency conversion. So I've got US dollar here, and then if I go into Khmer, Cambodian riel, so $1 4,130.
I was really good. I was not so far off.
Spot on. But yeah, look at this. A lot of them are in US dollars. So just keep that in mind when you're coming here. You can obviously pay in US dollars as well, but I think from what I've heard, you want to avoid that as much as possible, because the US dollar thing is a little bit iffy. So basically, if you have US dollars and they're not in perfect condition, and I mean perfect, like freshly printed out of the bank, they won't accept them. If there's a corner that's even like slightly bent over, they'll tell you no, and then you have a pocket full of US dollars and no way to spend them. So make sure to get yourself some real.
I prefer to have the local currency anyway, especially now during rainy season. I feel like, or like on the verge of rainy season, I really feel like if the US dollar gets wet, you lose all of them. So I prefer the local stuff, and it can get wet and nobody cares.
Yeah, very, very true. Very excited to get us a nice coffee. It's very hot today. It's around 31, 32 Celsius. Feels like probably 35-ish. And it is an overcast, cloudy, hot sky up there as well. Let's get these drinks into us, and then we're going to head off down in this direction to explore more of Phnom Penh. Okun. Wow, 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 look at that. Beautiful views over the river. Tons and tons of different boats as well. Different companies offering under different names as well. It's very, very nice. Water is not the clearest, that's for sure, but that's kind of part and parcel of it all. But it's a very, very nice view for sure. And great place to come and enjoy a nice cold coffee too.
I'm sure it's a great place for either sunrise or sunset as well. I don't know in which direction we're looking, so either or.
Either or.
Sunset 5 p.m. start.
Apparently sunset.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, Phnom Penh in terms of a city, it's quite grey looking. So like a lot of the buildings, obviously, a lot of them you can tell they've been through some stuff. There's a lot of history in this city. A lot has gone on, and like I said at the beginning of the video, the history of Cambodia is very, very troubled. And very recent as well. That troubled history is very, very close. It's only happened 40 or so years ago, and You can certainly feel it here in the city of Phnom Penh. It has quite a heavy feeling to it, but there's also another side to it as well that contrasts that darker side entirely, like this right here. This is a very beautiful sort of, like, I guess you could call it marina promenade or promenade walk. Beautiful palm trees planted along, well kept grass, and there are certainly parts of this city that brighten up the darker spots, which I suppose we will get into in a little bit. This is our very first day exploring here and we haven't seen much at all, but it does strike you when you arrive here. People have gone through some stuff.
It kind of feels like there's a lot of new development happening in the city though. If you look, as Luke just said, this entire marina here and even all of the skyscrapers there in the back, there's a lot of sort of cranes in the city if you look at the skyline view, so there does seem to be quite a bit of development going on, and I kind of feel like if you're thinking about it, probably in terms of history of Cambodia, the most recent history, everybody over the age of 50, I want to say, probably remembers parts of the regime of the Khmer Rouge. So I don't know, we have to learn quite a bit more about the history of Cambodia itself and what it really meant for the people, but this is why we came here, to understand the history, to understand the culture, and get to know a little bit more. But so far it kind of seems like the old and the new sort of intertwines in the city. If you're looking at this street, particularly here, we're standing and walking on the new, looking at parts of the old, I feel like, and it's an interesting city for sure. Now you might be wondering, Cambodia, why Cambodia? And it's a very, very easy answer actually. Usually we like to go to places where a lot of people are critical about, or maybe have a negative opinion, just to see if that's actually the case or if people are just being a little bit dramatic. And in the majority of places people are just a little bit dramatic, but we don't know about Cambodia yet obviously, but talking to friends, family, reading YouTube sections, comment sections, reading, I don't know, news articles, all of that stuff, a lot of times you get a more negative view onto Cambodia. A lot of people say like Scambodia or Claimbodia because they claim the culture off of other people apparently. And we're just here to give you a little bit of maybe an unbiased view, because neither of us really have a formed opinion about Cambodia. Neither of us have been here before, and we basically came to the country to tell you, is it Scambodia or is it not Scambodia? And I don't know, so far I'm not getting a Scambodia vibe, but it's again the first day.
You can sense that there's a very strong poverty level here. It's one thing that jumps out. There's a lot of people here that are going through it, and I think that's mostly because of the history of this place. But we're very, very looking forward to meeting some of the people here and spending a long amount of time exploring the inner workings, going to markets, and just sort of diving deep into this country as well. Ta-da!
Okay.
Central Market? Okay, thank you. Right, so we jumped ourselves into a tuk-tuk. Seems to be the best way to get around the city. It's also the most, I guess you could say, environmental way of getting around the city as well, because you get to see absolutely everything in a first-person view. The app that we're using to get around is Grab, but there's also an app in Cambodia that seems to be pretty popular called Pass app. Yeah. Apparently a lot of people use that, but we haven't downloaded it. Grab seems to work perfectly fine. And now we're on our way towards the central market in Phnom Penh. We love checking out sort of the marketplaces everywhere that we go. It's sort of the You too. Be hi. Bye bye. Oh. Well, welcome to the central market of Phnom Penh. How do you say no? Day.
Day.
You say day.
Day.
Day to say no.
Yes, no, hello, thank you. Bye bye.
We
Those are the words that you need.
gradually learning. Yeah, guys, central market. Phnom Penh. Beautiful florists, people selling flowers at the front. And it seems to be like a main sort of entrance here into building of sorts. Very interesting looking building as well. I'm not really too sure what exactly we're going to be looking for, but we're going to be seeing basically what's on offer, see if they have some maybe nice fresh fruit. I wouldn't mind checking out maybe a Cambodian t-shirt or a Cambodian jersey as well. It's always a nice souvenir to have whenever you visit a new country too.
I'm also really curious to understand whether this is a local market or a tourist type of market, because if I turn you around, I can already see the elephant pens and the elephant statues and the Buddha heads and all of that type of jazz, and that kind of seems like it's usually a little bit more of a touristy market than it is necessarily a local market. And yeah, let's just have a look around. I would be interested in maybe buying some fruits or stuff like that as well on the go, on the way here. Because at the moment we booked ourselves into a little apartment that also has a kitchen, which means we can cook, we can cut up some fruits, we can cut up some vegetables, so maybe cook ourselves a little bit. So yeah, if we can buy some produce, that would be also great, but right now it just seems to be more of a clothing type of market.
It's a tourist market.
It's a tourist market, yeah.
I'm just gonna say it straight out.
Yeah.
It's packed full of people just basically saying, hey, buy something, buy something, buy something.
Yeah.
And I do want to buy something, but I don't want to be forced into it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I was kind of hoping, because it was just called Central Market, I was hoping it might just be a little bit more of a local type of, or maybe a mixed market of sorts. But it doesn't seem like that from here. And oh, you want to go maybe this way or inside?
Let's check out the inside first.
Inside, okay.
Oh, that fella landed in space.
Oh, he's a silverman. Silverman. Oh, this seems to be bracelet and jewelry and decoration, physical decoration.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god. That's actually really nice. The little
beautiful building.
The holes in the architecture on the side sort of allows a little bit of an airstream. And it does smell fishy. Maybe there is some produce.
Yeah. This is a very beautiful inside. I haven't seen something like this ever before, actually. Dome shape, and you've got all these openings up at the top that lets light come in the top, as you can see. And then down here in the center, tons of vendors. This area here is mostly watches, sunglasses, jewelry, probably a lot of the more higher ticket stuff that we're definitely not really interested in checking out. But in here it is beautiful, I have to say. Definitely make for some very interesting photo opportunities. Got bracelets, all different types of bracelets, all the bling bling that's available. Over here you've got some what looks like maybe traditional clothing as well. Same over here, some type of statues and bags and stuff like that. And I'm assuming, you know what this reminds me of? The big market in Istanbul. What's it called?
The Grand Bazaar.
The Grand Bazaar. It looks like the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul.
I also think there's a very interesting mix of people going on here. You do see a lot of Khmer people, and then also I already saw some Punjabs, some people that look kind of maybe like Malaysian or Indonesian.
Oh yeah.
And it's like an interesting mix. Some whiteys walking around. We are the whiteys walking around. So there you go. It's a mix of people. It's nice.
You've got sunglasses available here. Wowzers, $45 for sunglasses. You also have $7 sunglasses here too. All different types of styles as well. This seems to be some traditional clothing, traditional Cambodian clothing. And also you have your typical touristy stuff, your elephant pants, Cambodian t-shirts, Cambodian style bags. Beautiful. It's an interesting market. Very, very large. Plenty of space and tons on offer too.
I think we're walking away from the produce. It doesn't smell like fish anymore.
Let's check it out anyways. We'll see what we can see. And it's not like something that I've seen before, but if I did have to compare it to something, it would be the Grand Bazaar. I wasn't expecting to see that.
At all.
Someone getting their hair washed in the middle of it all. The middle of all the madness, getting your head scrubbed.
We found the fishy part of the market. All of this here seems to be some sort of clams. Oh, Kampot pepper. I heard a good bit about the Kampot pepper already. That's a very interesting good actually that is grown here in Kampot in Cambodia. And this is the fishy smell. So clams on the one side, and this is all of the sort of dried fish on the other side. This seems to be some sort of a catfish, this one. Catfish. Seems to be a little bit of a catfish situation going on. I don't think the language barrier might be a little bit bigger than I anticipated. You have a lot of alive sort of crabs and all that stuff. Oh, look at all of the snails. They're moving around in there. Wow. Doesn't get any fresher than this, I want to say. It's a lot of very, very interesting type of sea critters. Sea.
The smell is
things.
pungent.
Very pungent, yeah. Oh, look at them. They're literally walking around. Hello.
It's a mad place.
Do you
I
feel
really want to
watched?
see more of this. Huh?
Do you feel watched?
Oh yeah, we've got. This is a real like live audience right now.
This is the inside of the market. You can get some drinks and some sandwiches here. Some snacks. Funnily enough, outside I felt like it smelled fishier than in here. In here there's no fish smell. Do you maybe want to get something to drink?
It's insanely hot, so I'm thinking about getting like a refreshment. Slowing down for a bit. Harpoon. Thank you. Hey. Harpoon. Thank you. Whoa. Oh my god. That is the lift that we need, I think, right now. The heat inside this market. Is it strong?
Super sweet.
Yeah? Oh, super sweet.
I didn't expect it. I ordered a lemon tea.
Yeah?
I don't know what he put in there, but it's like liquid sugar, probably.
It's diabetes right there.
It's nice though, like it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's okay.
Yeah. Wow. Jesus, that's a lot of sugar. Whoa, that's literally thrown my brain off. These two drinks together combined were $1 each, is that right?
Yeah.
So $2 for two drinks. And we're quite literally buried deep inside this market, which is our favorite place to be, believe it or not. You can do some people watching and sort of get a grasp as to what's going on here. This is the menu of this particular establishment, just so you understand the types of stuff that you can actually get here. We've got like black coffee, iced coffee, lemon green tea, lemon tea. The lemon tea is what Naomi went for. We've got green tea, passion sodas, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you obviously can go for regular Fanta or Fanta soda, whatever you want. That's what I decided to go for.
And in this case, they also have the real and the US dollar both on it.
Yeah, true. Both currencies.
Which is a little bit better than just the US dollar, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all pro local currency.
Yeah, it's better, I think, to use the local currency overall because it just helps strengthen it a little bit. The more you use it, the better it's going to be. And a lot of the tourist destinations that you go to, I think, are going to be solely focused on the dollar because it holds that much more sort of buying power. But I think it is better to stick with the real while you're here.
I just pointed out there, it's really, really interesting when you look around everywhere where you have sort of kitchens, So like here, over here for example, the ceiling is completely black because I think that they are basically cooking with an open fire. You can also smell smoke in the air. So all of the ceilings and all of the walls where the kitchens are really, really dark, and then the rest is sort of more of this like light brown beige type of a color, which is so cool to see. It's like from years of use of fire basically.
It's like a coal fire maybe.
Yeah.
It looks like a black coal that's basically like coated the walls.
Yeah.
And it's given it that much more, I guess you could say, character, if you want to call it that, or just thick black coal on the wall.
I guess it works similar to when you smoke indoors for like an extended amount of time. At some stage all of the nicotine is going to be on the walls. Here it's going to be with all of the fire, carbon dioxide, and so on.
Crazy. Well, that was a brief little look inside the central market of Phnom Penh. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Had a look inside, very, very nice, but it is very touristy, very sort of hard sell. A lot of the vendors are sort of very just pushing you towards buying an overpriced bracelet or something along those lines. But it is nice to see. It's sort of like giving us a little bit of a heartbeat and a feel for the city of Phnom Penh. Because I'm gonna be honest again, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling to find where the life is. I'm wondering if once it gets into the nighttime, does it become a little bit more lively? But so far, I have to say, for a very large city, this is absolutely terrifying. By the way, it's scary as wow. For a very, very large city, there's a lot of traffic, but other than that, not a whole lot going on. Yes, there's the market, and there's quite a few people in there, don't get me wrong, but other than the market, other than quite a bit of traffic, there's not a ton happening. Now, I understand capital city is the most developed part. It's where you're going to see a lot of the buildings, a lot of the development, and unfortunately it sucks a whole bunch of life out of it. And you see that for sure. The local people so far have been quite welcoming, they're quite smiley, but I'm struggling a little bit to find where the vibrancy is. But I think it has to do, like I said, with the unfortunate past of this place. And you certainly can get a sense of people struggling, people living in poverty. We've been asked for money countless amount of times when we were at the temple in the beginning, and also just sort of walking along the streets too.
Right guys, from the hustling, bustling central market to our little local area. We're just staying in one of the condo buildings here behind me, and it's sort of a little bit more of a quiet place. It's a lot nicer than the loud traffic streets of the central market area of Phnom Penh.
It's this definitely is much nicer, and this is why I wanted to sort of come out here and get a break away from the center of the city, This place here is called Tuwal Cork, I think is how you say it. I could be completely butchering that as always, but like I said, totally removed from the hustle and bustle, or should I say the mental traffic of the streets of Phnom Penh. And you kind of can get a sense here of what a lot of the local sort of buildings are, and a lot of the older, I suppose the older, more local side of Phnom Penh. You can see there's a lot of age in this city for sure. and it also gives you sort of a real and sort of raw first-hand look into the direct sort of living situations and lives of a lot of the people here. Got a chicken in a cage over here. Life isn't easy, I think, for a lot of the people around, but they are definitely making it work. What are they drying out here?
Tamarind.
Tamarind.
I think the leaves look like from a tamarind.
Yeah, drying out some tamarind.
Tree.
Nice one.
Careful, electric car.
The streets here are definitely narrower as well, as you can see. But it is, I think, equally as beautiful here as it is in the center of the city. Hello. It's kind of what I wanted to say, one thing that stands out heavily to us is there's a very, very stark, thick line between people that are living in very, very deep sort of abstract poverty and people that are not. Oh my god. Hello. Hello. Good.
Have cake.
Have cake. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Pet.
Your name?
Raja.
Oh, Luke. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Okay. What's your name? My name Mr. Pet.
Luke, Mr. Pitt.
Hello. Good. Where you come from?
Germany and Ireland.
Oh, German.
Yeah.
German win football.
Football, yeah.
Very nice. German.
Cambodia, beautiful. Cambodia, beautiful. Nice.
Nice meeting you.
France.
Tasty.
Champion. UEFA European German champion.
Yeah, championship, yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, German one.
Oh, cool.
I know champion.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's okay.
Like a party.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Bay thôi.
Huh?
Bay.
Bye.
Bay giờ.
Oh.
Có bay đã.
Germany.
Huh? No, for you, it's okay. Don't worry. Wow. Huh? Huh?
He's trying to find the score for Germany.
Germany.
Oh, for football. Oh, for the Europeans.
For the Euro
European,
2024,
yeah.
yeah.
Find the score for you. No, let's see.
Just now Italy lost yesterday.
Oh, all good. Walking. I can't get over these kids having the cake.
So much cake.
It's crazy. Okay, nice to meet you guys. Have a nice day. Go walking. Bye bye. Lehigh.
Lehigh.
Jesus, they were deep into their cans of beer, but wow. Beautiful personalities. And this is what I was talking about, guys. There's this very thick line between people that are living in difficult situations. Difficult, but at the same time, very happy. So you saw this sort of situation that their house was. They were all having a good time though, having a good few beers, having some food. And it's right next to this, which is a gated private community of big, sort of massive villas and houses.
Yeah, I wouldn't even necessarily call it a line between rich and poor. I would call it a complete disconnect. There's like no similarities existent anymore, I feel like. But walking through Phnom Penh today, these people here that were probably scratching by the lower end of society were a lot happier and a lot friendlier than a lot of the other people, I feel like. And I keep saying it. We have a saying in Germany. Auf den billigen Plätzen sind die netteren Leute. So on the cheapest seats you will find the best people, the nicest people, and Cambodia is no exception.
Yeah. So I think first impressions of Phnom Penh, it seems to be tough for some. It's okay for some as well. but the general feeling is people are doing okay, and it's the beginning of a new series here in Cambodia, and we're very excited to once again check out a new country and tick another country off our list as well. But for now, guys, wait a second, have a look at this house here. Range Rover. This seems to be some type of an LLC, but there's money here, and it's on the same street as the beautiful guys we just met. But yeah, for now, guys, my name is Luke.
My name is Naomi.
We are the Two Mad Explorers.
And this is your reminder to keep exploring.
And we'll see you guys in the next Cambodian adventure.
Akun for watching.
Oh, cool.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.